Tradition. Japan is known as a country of tradition. So the word tradition. In English, when I hear tradition, also I think it's a perception with people. If you hear tradition, feel like, tradition, if you are told you're a traditional person. We don't know if it's kind of positive or negative. So in Japanese, tradition, direct translation, called DENTOU. So DENTOU, when I hear in Japanese DENTOU, it is really like some beautiful energy goes through my entire body and something really strong and feel wow. And it is respected and appreciated, beautiful feeling. But when I hear the word tradition in English, I feel heavy. I think you might feel that as well. So then also there is a duality of tradition and modernity. And Japan is a country also coexisting between tradition and modernity. Japan is one of the, probably the most country that you feel, you see, for example, through anime and advanced technology as well. And on the other hand, the deep tradition is existing in the current society. So we live both tradition and modernity. But in Japanese, tradition, the word tradition in Japanese is called DENTOU. So when I hear the word DENTOU, I feel very calm, beautiful, and I feel kind of protected as well. So den means to deliver message, deliver context. Even without word, we deliver some valuable information, context to other person. So to is lineage or continuation of unity. So lineage means like family lineage with blood connections, but without blood connection. So for example, to is something that is continued in unity. For example, Japanese cultural practices like tea ceremony, sumo, or even sushi making, the tradition of making has been passed over. The secret are passed over from master to apprentice, master to student, and from the student becomes master, and one by one. So there is a strong protection and followership to keep this essence of either way of making or way of life, and anything that, for example, even in the Shinto rituals and ceremonies, it has been passed over from one generation to others. In Europe, we see beautiful, beautiful buildings, architecture from 16th century, 17th century, and it's coexisting in the current modern architecture. So as in Japan. So you might see, well, this is traditional building, but in Japan, tradition is all about the essence. It's not just a form. It's the essence of intangible asset, which is passed over the generations and continued till now. For example, sumo wrestling, it dates back prehistoric time and formed and evolved into the current sumo wrestling games that they still keep up the tradition, the essence of teaching and essence of way of living, essence of way of training. So it is not just a form, but also this mindset and attitude, which is the core of keeping the tradition. So let's say about tea ceremony as well. So in a way, if we only keep the form, it is difficult to evolve. For example, tea ceremony, I also went through. I learned omotesenke, which is one of the most strict form of tea ceremony. And when I came to Europe, I felt, wow, I need the tatami room to practice. I need this and that. Otherwise, I will break what I have learned. And then I realized, but I wanted to share the essence of tea ceremony. It's not just about the form, about how we relate with other people, how we create harmony with our environment and with nature, season, through this ceremony of tea. Then I had a talk with my master, and I learned it's not about the form, it's about the essence, how we share. So even some forms, material things, is different. We can still deliver this essence to others and share and teach. So in this way, we can evolve while we are keeping the real essence of tradition or tea ceremony, for example. So that's how we evolve. Even in the Japanese architecture, if we see, for example, if you go to Kyoto Station, you see amazing modern architecture. And you might feel, oh my God, I thought Kyoto was more traditional. And then you, of course, go to the temples and shrines and you see beautiful wooden architecture. Then you might notice the reflection of craftsmanship in the modern architecture. Like, for example, in Kyoto Station, you see the reflection of the old temples, historical monuments. So our soul, our spirit, carry this ancient spirit to produce modern architecture or modern, for example, in the expression of a modernity. Even my artwork I make, people say, well, I prefer your traditional style. And some people say, well, I like your modern style. But for me, the way I create both traditional way or modern way, the way I approach to make art is actually the same. How I learned from my grandfather to use the brush and the mindset and my discipline, how I sit and how I put my energy. It's the same in both ways. So for me, it's not traditional modern. It looks like that, but again, it is our essence and the spirit is in both. So that's DENTOU. I have this talk. I have given lecture on this topic, which is about 1 hour talk with my business partner, differentlevel.com. And you can also watch if you like to know more, and the link will be below. And if you have any questions, please comment below. And also, if you like to have one-to-one session, email me at office@uchitani.com. Have a nice day and see you next time.